Yo, what is going on, guys? Hunter322 here, back. And today, fans and coaches of the ASL, we are starting off Season 3 of ASL with the weekly recap. I believe Pick'em Crew has already gone up by now, but I think Malone is having trouble with the file corrupting, so I don't know if it's already gone up or not. This first week has kind of been hectic. We missed week 1 of Pick'em Crew. It's just been hectic. Our lives are, outside of this, our lives have been busy, and then having to get this up as well, it's a lot, so bear with us. But today I'm bringing you guys the weekly recap for week 1 of the ASL, going over what happened in week 1. And it's late at night, so if I'm talking quieter, that's the reason, just because I originally had recorded this and it's not uploading correctly. Like it's hitting like 35% and just stopping. So I'm trying to record it. So yeah. Oh my god. I would rather be sleeping right now, but I gotta get this out for you guys. But anyways, let's hop right into this. So we have a 4-0, 3-0, 5-0, 6-0, 4-0, 2-0, 4-0. So the first match is the Denver Numals taking on the Nightmare Nidoking. And the Master was a co-coach last season, filled in for BP, and took over his franchise and renamed it as the Denver Numals. And Anaria was a coach last season, then got replaced. He has to be replaced, and then came back this season. And it was a 4-0 in the Master's favor, and Mega Sharpedo is one of the weekly heroes. And you're gonna see just how I got 4 kills. So let's go ahead and hop right into this. So it's gonna be a Registeel Mega Sharpedo lead, and Registeel is gonna go for the rocks as Miss Magius is gonna come out, as Mega Charizard can come in on this pretty safely for the most part. But Demaster is gonna be packing the Power Gem, and Megazard is just gonna go for the Dragon Claw. I think it would have made more sense if Master had brought a Focus Sash on the Miss Magius, just to make it a little bit more safe of a play. Just Power Gem. But Mandibuzz is gonna go for the taunt. Great Bring. It really shuts down Registeel in terms of what it can do to Mandibuzz, because normally it wants to Toxic and try to T-Wave there. But Sylveon gets to come out on Mandibuzz. Is gonna go for the Toxic on Komala. Komala is going to go for the nice Wood Hammer, as Sylveon is going to Wish Up in its face. Sylveon is going to try and go to Megazard X, but Demaster sniffs out that plan. Goes for the Earthquake, so very, very good play on his part. Just to eliminate Megazard from the match, which it ultimately gave him lots of problems. Mandibuzz can maybe take a couple hits, but Mandibuzz is better for Mew. And it gives him something that could possibly take a hit from Mamoswine. I think it could take a hit from Mamoswine. You can at least hit hard back. But Komala is going to spin away the rocks, as it can actually stall out this Registeel, because Registeel's Iron Heads are not reliably 2KOing. So Anaria just wants to get his rocks, as Komala is going to double EQ, take the 47%, get its leftovers back, and is kind of forced to throw a Wish in the air, just so it can reliably stall out the Registeel, as it does. Mew is going to come out and reveal to be more offensive variant. It's going to go over the Nasty Plot. So Komala is going to be sitting pretty dandy right now. Mew is going to go for the Psychic, and if it has coverage, it's going to be annoying, but Shadow Ball is all it has. So Mew is going to go down to 2 foul plays, but Anaria wants to save it because it's a free swap into Sylveon. And Demaster wants to go for the taunt just in case Mew wants to Nasty Plot again, or maybe heal up. Sylveon is going over the HP ground on the incoming Heatran. And Heatran can do a lot of damage to this Sylveon, but Heatran is also going to be worn down. So it's basically a trade-off, Sylveon for Heatran. And Heatran is going to almost to a KO Weezing without the leftovers. It of course would have. Anaria is going to go for the Protect just to get back as much health possible. Demaster makes a phenomenal double there. Goes into Sharpedo to bait the Will-O-Wisp, and it goes straight into Latios to be able to set up this Calm Mind pretty freely. Latias really doesn't care what Weezing has, and Anaria at this point is letting Latias set up, possibly a Scarf Mammo in the back. That makes sense, because Scarf Mammo really puts a dent in the Masters team. Doesn't have very many switches for that thing. So Latias is going to go ahead and go for the Dragon Pulse. And Weezing just wants to sit here and basically die at this point, as Latias is going to be throwing wishes in the air, keeping his mind nice and calm. And yeah, Latias is looking like a threat at this point, but as you can see, Latias only has 1 kill. Oh, you are going to learn. So Mammothswine is going to come in here, go for the Icicle Crash, as it is scarfed, unless the Master wasn't running max speed. The Master is going to go ahead and go for the Protect, get that speed boost up, and go ahead and show me some switch-ins, because I don't see switch-ins. That's a crunch. That's a strong jaw crunch. Get him out. Alright, Mammothswine, you're scarfed. Doesn't matter. Get him out. Alright. Sylveon, come in. 24%. Nope, you're getting out. Poison Jab, sprinkle it on there. Mew coming in. Oh, you ain't taking a crunch in any circumstance. Get him out of here. So that is going to be the game. The Denver Nuggets are going to win a 4-0 victory over the Nightmare Nidoking, and are going to start off this week with a nice little Mega Sharpedo sweep, as Mega Sharpedo is one of the weekly heroes. Moving on to the next match, we have the Keldeo Hub Resolutes taking on the Arcane Arcanines, and this was a very long match and very stally at that. Staraptor did do very well in the match. It was a very big nuke, so you're going to see just how well it does. It is going to be a Mega Scizor, Mega Blastoise lead. Mega Blastoise is going to go ahead and go for the Scald, crit the Tapu Fini on the first turn of the match. Obviously cannot burn due to Misty Terrain. And Altaria is going to go ahead and miss the Nature's Madness. So everything is going wrong at this point. Ghost has all the momentum. He has to switch again, go into Tapu Fini, and it is Wishrachi. Now, you heard me say that this was a long match. Wishrachi, what can I say? It's Wishrachi. So Jolteon is going to come out here and take an HP Ice to the face. It does about nothing. It's going to Volt Switch out of there, reveal the Life Orb. Zapdos is going to go ahead and Roost to get that health back. He's going to Volt Switch. Crit hardly matters. So Goodra is going to go ahead and go for the Flamethrower. And into Tapu Fini on Zapdos. Ghost has literally all the momentum in this match right now. It's going to Volt Switch, go into Blastoise, predicting, or just to get something off with an Ice Beam. Goodra reveals to be pretty bulky. Goes into Rachi to take the Thunderbolt. And Goodra is going to switch out, does not want to take an Iron Head. Rachi's going to go for the Protect to scout out what Goodra wants to do. And Zapdos is going to have to come in and take a Stone Edge. Not a problem for Zapdos. It could take 2. It's a roll, but Altaria does not want to risk it, because HP Ice would quite possibly kill Garchomp, which Garchomp still has very big usefulness in this match. And Ghost is going to try and make a bold play that it would be Flamethrower or Thunderbolt, but Altaria whips out the Ice Beam on the perfect turn, so great play. And Staraptor is going to go ahead and go for the U-turn, get out of there. Cannot really do much to a Jirachi. Jirachi's going to throw a Wish in the air, and this battle's like literally 60 turns, so it's just Wishrachi. So Zapdos is going to go for the Heat Wave, and is going to Volt Switch out of there. He's going to come in and take a Flamethrower. It's a roll where their Ice Beam kills, and wants to get a free switch into Zapdos apparently to get a Roost up. Great play, removes flying typing, gets the health back. Can Volt Switch on out of there as Goodra is being worn down, which is exactly what Ghost wants to do. Goes into Jirachi on the wrong turn, takes a big critical hit with the Flamethrower. Is going to go for the Protect to get as much health back, to use this Goodra for health fodder, I guess. It's going to go for the Iron Head, take the Goodra out, and get some more lefties back. Jolteon comes in. Jirachi wants to go for the protect to left, get some lefties back, which it desperately needs health as much as possible. Blastoise is going to be switched out into a Selgor, which Altaria predicts well goes into Mega Scizor, and finally Mega is on the 31st turn. It's going to go for the U-turn as Zapdos comes in. Zapdos is a very good switch in to Mega Scizor. Mega Scizor cannot do much to Zapdos. And Staraptor is going to nuke the Selgor, just one-shot it with Double Edge. And that is Staraptor's first kill of the match. I think, yeah. So Jolteon is going to pack the Shadow Ball. Jirachi can now take it very, very well. Special defense draw that is very, very unfortunate because Ghost now is forced to protect unless he wants to make a bold play into Swallow, which Altaria is not about. He's going to go for the Volt Switch, do so much more now that that special defense drop happened. Go to Mega Scizor, and is going to... Oh, he doesn't go into Garchomp this time because he didn't see Fire Punch last time. So he's going to U-turn into that Garchomp because Garchomp can do a lot of different things now. He's going to go for the Earthquake. Does not want to overpredict yet since Altaria has all the momentum. It doesn't really matter whether he gets the prediction correct or not. Swallow is going to go for the substitute. Don't really know why it went for it again. Maybe he thought Tapu Fini was faster. Maybe it was a min-speed Swallow. I don't really know. A little bit of a questionable play if you ask me. So Zapdos is going to come in on that Earthquake and take the Wish, and is sitting at pretty good health. Tapu Fini is going to be in here, is going to take the HP Ice, so good play on Altaria's part. And then doubles into Jolteon to take the Volt Switch. Beautiful doubling right there. It's going to go for the Thunderbolt. It has to take an HP Ice, which it can very, very easily. Zapdos can also take a Volt Switch or Thunderbolt though, so Zapdos is kind of forced to roost, but can still do so. Zapdos is going to go for the HP Ice, predicting the Jolteon. It's not going to be correct, and Altaria is going to get another crit, which doesn't ultimately matter just because of the roost that Ghost can do. So it's going to go into the Jirachi. And, oh, this is where Ghost just, oh, the battle goes downhill. Like, he already didn't have the upper hand, but this just solidified it. It's frozen. It's frozen again. Jirachi, you got the flu, bud. You got a cold. Garchomp is going to try and predict the switch into one of the other birds, but it's not. And then Ghost pulls the switch, which is the perfect time to pull the switch. Jolteon probably got out of there predicting a Scarf Swallow, and Swallow probably got it out of there if it wasn't a Scarf Swallow. Jirachi's frozen again. So I mean, for the sake of this, how long this video is, thank you for staying frozen, Jirachi. But the hack sucks, Ghost, especially to be frozen for like the 6 turns or whatever. So Staraptor is going to get its second kill as it nukes the Swallow. And that nuke button is going to be sitting in the back to one-shot Zapdos at any point in time. Jirachi, unfreeze? No. You are not unfreezing. Goodbye, Jirachi. Even tried to protect. Like, I just feel bad just because of the hacks, but like, Double Edge going to destroy the Zapdos. That is going to be the game. The Altaria Motives and the Arcane Arcanines are going to win a 3-0 victory over Ghost and the Keldeo Resolutes. So on to the next match, we have the Contract Killers, coached by Anderson, taking on the Florida Floatzels, coached by Rocker. Ironically, Anderson had the best record last year, and Rocker had the worst record last year, and they're playing on week 1. Just a little bit of fun fact. So Chandelure picked up 4 kills. I love this set, and is one of the weekly heroes, so you guys are going to be able to see just how it did it. So there's going to be a Thundurus Therian, a Zelf lead. Thundurus Therian is going to go for the Volt Switch, revealing that it is Scarf, unless a Zelf is min speed or no speed. So Togedemaru is going to U-turn out of there on the Electros, get into Mega Aggron, go ahead and get up Rocker's Stealth Rocks, which Stealth Rocks really pressure Anderson. Electros is going to go with the Flamethrower and crit. Crit is huge. It's huge. But Aggron can go over the Heavy Slam as Anderson does not predict the incoming Slowbro correctly. But Togedemaru is going to come in. Rocker is going to try and bait the knockoff potentially with the Spiky Shield, but then just goes into U-turn as Anderson is not playing around. Slowbro is going to have to take a knockoff. I personally would have gone to Infernate probably, because Infernate puts on a lot of pressure. I mean, Chandelier is a decent swap in, but like, still, Infernate would have put on a lot of pressure now. Rocker's going to make a very questionable play and stay in on Slowbro, or on Greninja. I mean, I guess if his Infernape wasn't Scarfed, that's the correct play, but if he has Scarf Infernape, I definitely would have gone that. So Articuno is going to go for the Freeze Dry, get rid of ASL, and here's where the onslaught begins. Chandelure is going to go for the Flame Charge. Rocker's going to unfortunately miss the Hurricane, and the only circumstance where the Hurricane miss actually matters is if Rocker, 1, gets the confusion, and 2, gets the confusion to happen, which it's nerfed this gen. And he had a 70% chance to hit the Hurricane. He had like a 50% chance to confuse. The stars just weren't aligned, and I love Flame Charge as a move. It's so underrated, and Anderson really used it well, exploiting Rocker's huge weakness to this Pokemon. So that is going to be the game. The Contract Killers are going to win a 5-0 victory over the Florida Floatzels. Moving on to the next match, we have the Netherlandians taking on the Phoenix Flygons. Alright guys, do you got like something to keep track of something with? That's all I need, something to keep track of something with. Even use your hands, fingers. Just we're going to be counting skills, alright? It's a 6-0 victory for the Phoenix Flygons. We'll see how they got there. It is a Suicune Manaphy lead, and Manaphy has this matchup almost like 9 times out of 10. Manaphy is going to go for the Substitute. Okay, is going to go for the Calm Mind. And Larry is going to miss a Seed Flare. Alright, that's 1, guys. Okay, Manaphy is going to Calm Mind again. Seed Flare goes off. Alright, that's another miss. That's 2. Okay, Manaphy is going to Ice Beam. Do 53%. Does it break? No, doesn't hit. That's 3. Alright, so Manaphy is going to be at full. Sitting at +3. Does it hit? Oh my god, it actually hit. Okay, it breaks. I'm way too hyped over this. I don't even know I'm acting hyped. They actually just hit now. Shaman just decided to, actually learn how to hit a Seed Flare. It's actually kind of crazy. Missed 3 in a row and then hit like 5 in a row. It's kind of hilarious. But Manaphy can actually just stall out Shaman now with substitutes because Seed Flare does not have that much PP. And Manaphy has enough health. If it didn't have leftovers, this game could have gone completely differently because I wouldn't have been able to sub up right there as yeah. Shaman's frozen. Thaws instantly. That's the second freeze of the week. Like, yeah, this Manaphy is it won offensive MVP of the year. Offensive MVP of the season last season. Yeah, this is why. This thing is scary. And Suicune's gonna set up a Calm Mind of itself. I don't agree with that play in the slightest. I would have much rather seen Laurie try and break the sub, because then that Tornadus hit might have broken it, and then could have sacked off Shaman. It did something of the sorts. Energy Ball is going to come in. T-Tar's going to take it sheerly just because of the sand. Because the sand gives it a special defense boost. It's going to take that Energy Ball. Psych. Doesn't take it. But, guess you go into Tornadus Therian. Go for the Heat Wave. Missed. Alright, that's 4. You guys got to keep in track. 4. Okay. So Tornadus Therian is going to go ahead and go for the Sludge Wave. Actually lands it. That's a joke. It's 100% accurate. Whatever. Okay, so Excadrill gets to come in and kill the Manaphy. Psych. Celesteela's a thing. Celesteela's a thing. So, yeah. That's it for Excadrill. It's gonna go for the Rock Slide. Has to flinch or it dies, and it's... yeah, bye-bye Excadrill. This Celesteela has Protect, because that's what Celesteals do. They Leech Seed you, they hit you, and then when they're low, they just Protect and get Leech Seed back. Celesteela is a dumb Pokemon. I don't like Celesteela. I refuse to use it on any Showdown team. I just don't like the Pokemon. It's too bad. It's not chancy bad, but like, still. Slurpuff is going to go for the Thunderbolt, and is going to be whittled down to 37%. Can kill the Celesteela, but wait, Protect. Okay, Slurpuff is going to kill it next turn, right? It's going to be a 5-0. Oh well, nope. Nope. Ditto gets to come in, copy those stat changes, and bye-bye. Let's get over the Dazzling Beam, do 46%, and get bopped. So this is going to be the game. The Phoenix Flygons are going to take a 6-0 victory over the Netherlandians. I would say mainly due to hacks, but you really just don't know. With the first 3 seed players missing, you don't know what could have happened. This game is what could have been. Anyways, the next match is the Intermelodic taking on the BC Bibberls. And Sneasel did pick up a nice 3 kills at the end. You guys are going to see just how it did so. As Sneasel isn't thought too highly usually, but it did pretty well in this match. So it's going to be a Bronzong Zygarde League, and TG has quite possibly the best Zygarde switch in the game, which is Tangrowth. Other one being Tapu Bulu. It's going to the Sludge Bomb. Is going to reveal the Life Orb as well from the HP Ice. And Clavable is going to reveal it being Unaware. Or Cute Charm if you want to be that guy. We're talking about viable abilities though, so yeah. Anyways, Crobat is going to U-turn on out of there on the Bronzong, go into Dusknoir. And Dusknoir is going to go for the Willis on Bronzong, so no Heavy Slam, no Gyro Ball, no shenanigans, or anything like that. 1 second, I gotta... Oh, I'm gonna cough, get some water, get some nice fluids. Alright. So Keldeo is going to come in on the knockoff, get rid of its Choice Scarf, and is going to Secret Sword, but it's going to go down in the process. So Hoopa is going to come in here and is going to heavily threaten with a Psyshock, as it does just go for that Psyshock. You a clean 30% to the Zygarde, but Zygarde is going to put on the pressure. It's going to go for the Outrage, and Tangrowth can swallow that. And go for the HP Ice, and with Life Orb is going to kill. It would probably kill Life Orb, but not Life Orb. Cloyster's going to come in, and Ramen Noodle still has some use. Cloyster is going to come in, set up a substitute, and it's going to give the Icicle Spear and do like -4 damage. Like, right, you can see it on the screen, right? -4%, -5%. I'm just messing with you. Okay, so Flash Cannon is going to come in from Bronzong, as it is a special set. Probably with Psychic designed to take on Conkeldurr and Crobat, mainly Crobat, I would assume. But Ramen Noodle is gonna come in and take the Will-O-Wisp, which it probably does not care at all about since it's a special set. It's gonna be annoying to get whittled down more. It's gonna go with the Sleep Pattern on the Conkeldurr, which is really gonna help out TG, since Conkeldurr was really the only thing left on Static's team that was putting on pressure. And Mega Arrow is going to come into full fruition. Is going to kill the Clefable, but not really, because Tangrowth gets that kill. And Mega Arrow is going to have a great set. I love that taunt to really shut down the Dusknoir. Great preparation on TG's part. So Sneasel is gonna go ahead and go for the knockoff on the Conkeldurr, and Dust Noir is going to have to come in and take an Aerial Ace, and TG is going to go for the taunt. Static is going to predict that and just go for the Ice Beam outright, and TG can go for the Aerial Ace, and then on the following turn go ahead and go for the Roost, remove the flying type so it's no longer super effective, swallow it, and then kill Dust Noir. Psych, it's a roll. Static probably predicted the taunt, and Mega Arrow's gonna be frozen. Guys, can we stop freezing people? This is not okay. So Dust Noir is gonna take what it can get with the freeze and try and hex, but Sneasel can come in and go for the knockoff, and Cloyster comes out, cannot take that knockoff. Don't know what Static was calcing there, but maybe to see if it was choice banded. That's quite a possibility. So Conkeldurr is gonna have to take a side shock, and so does Crobat. Psych, getting out of there. Gonna go for the acrobatics, and this Crobat can oddly enough stall out. Decent amount of TG's team. He's gotta get in Mega Arrow. I don't know why he didn't just go into Mega Arrow, but I don't know. The end of the game ends kind of weird. Bronzong never gets the what's it called, the Spadef drop. So Quan's gonna come in and take a U-turn. He's gonna die to the acrobatics, but had to get the switch into Sneasel. He's gonna go for the Ice Shard, does not kill, but the acrobatics does not kill Sneasel. So he's gonna go for the Ice Shard and pick off the kill on Crobat. So that is gonna be the game. The BC Bibarels are gonna beat the Intermelodic in a 4-0 victory. So on to the next match, we have the St. Louis Swablues, coached by Malone, taking on the Portland Timbers, coached by me. And Mega Pinsir, never been drafted before in the ASL, period, and made its debut with 3 kills. So let's see just how it got there. Galvantula and Hippowdon are going to lead. Galvantula wants to get out of there. I go straight for the Stealth Rock. This Hippo is designed to take on the Megalopony, which he obviously didn't bring. Going to my Rotom Frost, is he's going to Leech Seed, which is a very, very safe play. And he's going to get that health back. I go for the Blizzard, and I crit. And it only mattered if he was specially defensive, or it could have mattered if he was physically defensive. So Virizion is going to be in here before Webs is going to miss Stone Edge, and Malone is going to go for the Bug Buzz. And I'm going to land my second Stone Edge, and this is Banded Virizion, and it is a monster. I asked him after the game, why did you go to Empoleon Virizion, and he was a Chople Empoleon, which takes a +2 close combat from Pinsir, and I'm pretty okay with letting my Hippo go down, but he's going to switch out his Empoleon. So I was like, okay, I'll save it for Death Fodder against something like Exploud. I go into my Ribombee, and Malone just makes a great play. Goes for the Fire Blast, gets rid of my Ribombee, which was, I was going to capitalize on his Hydreigon, but I guess not. I go to my Scarf Latios. Gonna go ahead and drop a Draco and get rid of the Empoleon, which is kind of annoying for my team. Exploud is going to come in. I got to switch out. Go into my Hippo. This is why I kept that thing around. And is going to drop to a Boom Burst, but did weaken the Empoleon for Latios to pick it off. And got up Rocks, which Rocks are crucial in the match. So I'm going to go for the Draco. I could have defogged, but if he is not bulky, I probably kill. If I defog, I can win with Virizion as long as he's a Scarf Kyurem. But if I don't defog, I can win with Pinsir as long as he's not Scarf Kyurem. So it comes down to whether he's Scarf Kyurem or not. He's going to go into Hydreigon, which puts me in an interesting spot. I have to go sack off my Virizion. Take that Dark Pulse very, very nicely. If I was Choice Scarf Virizion, I would kill it here. But I'm not, I'm Choice Banded. He's going to go for the Fire Blast, pick off my Virizion. And then I have to go into my Mega Pinsir. I don't have the speed drop anymore because I'm a flying type. I'm going to go ahead and go for the close combat, and it comes down to whether he's Choice Scarf Kyurem black or not, he wins. If he is, most likely he wins. And I'm going to go for the close combat. He's non-choice Scarf Kyurem. And Mega Pinsir is going to pick up his 3rd kill of the match. He was Rockium Z Kyurem. And that is going to be the match. The Portland Timbers are going to win a 2-0 over the, excuse me, I'm tired, St. Louis Swablues. So on to the next match, last and final match. We have the Utah Who's taking on the Royale Gardevoir, and the kill leader so far for ASL Season 3. We have Mega Deoncé in this match, picks up 5 kills, and it goes down, it happens in kind of a weird fashion, but let's see how it happens. Alright, we got Skarmory, Licky Tongue, or not Licky Tongue, Licky, which is of course Ian, duh. Okay, so we have the Ice Beam coming in. It's gonna Whirlwind out the Licky. Mienshao is gonna go for the U-turn on the Skarmory. Milotic is gonna be a great switch into Milotic, or into Skarmory. I don't get the play here. Why are you staying on a Manectric when you have a Celebi sitting right there? Like, I get Signal Beam's a thing, but like, I don't agree with that play. I don't. But Scrafty here trying to do his job, get rid of Chansey since it's so annoying. He's gonna go for the HJK. Can probably 2 KO the Milotic, but it's Flame Orb. We all know how annoying Flame Orb Milotic is. So ridiculously bulky. And Rotom is going to go ahead and go for the Hydro Pump. Is going to miss. I don't think that matters at all. It's a Chansey. It's going to swallow it. Scrafty can come in and pressure with HJK, which Gustavo's only swapping is Milotic, and Susie knows this. He goes into Celebi as Milotic comes in. And Gustavo's going to have to double into Licky to take the hit. Gustavo's team is weird. This team be broad. I don't know. His Celebi just puts on so much pressure. I think he should have brought a fire type if he has one. I'm pretty sure he does. I don't know. I don't know all the teams like the back of my hand. I know my team like the back of my hand because I prep with it, but yeah, whatever. Scrafty's gonna come in, trying to do his job, take rid of this annoying Chansey, or get rid of, or take care of, whatever. He's gonna go for the knockoff, get rid of the Flame Orb. If he would have clicked HK there, he might have dropped. But Scrafty is slower than Milotic, so Scrafty ultimately loses to Milotic. So Milotic is going to just get to sit here and recover. Rotom is going to go ahead and go for the Volt Switch, I do believe. Nope, goes for the Toxic on the incoming Chansey, which doesn't really matter too much to Chansey, but I guess it forces Chansey to switch out, so it can't just sit there and just be annoying. It has to switch. So Scrafty is going to pressure with the HJK. Natural Cure right there is going to activate. It's going to do 29%, and he's just going to go for it. Scrafty really, it's just a repeated cycle, and it's poisoned. It takes rocks every time, it's poisoned every time. It's a vicious cycle. So just wants it to drop and get a swap into Rotom Wash, which can then go for the Volt Switch. And here's where havoc begins. In comes Mega Deoncé Rock Candy, great name, and is gonna go for the Diamond Storm. And with help of a Moonblast, go ahead and take this Milotic out. And the +2 defense really doesn't matter. Unless it's Scarf Mienshao, which it is not. Mega Gardevoir's gonna live on 1, but Gustavo goes for the Thunder Wave, probably forgetting about the Magic Bounce. To be fair, it really didn't matter, unless Mega Gardevoir had a HP Steel. It was not killing this Mega Deoncé under any circumstances. So it would have been a Mega Deoncé sweep, 6-0 sweep, but Gardevoir was switched out, and then the kill was granted to Skarmory. So Mega Deoncé is regardless the kill leader, but did not get that 6-0 sweep. But anyways, that is going to be the week, guys. Thank you all for watching, and this is what is upcoming in the next week, in week 2, so I'll give you guys a minute to go over that while I'm talking. Feel free to pause the video if you'd like to see what's coming up next week. But we have 5 videos a week coming for you guys. The schedule is, as I say, this is tentatively the schedule. We're trying to stick to this. This first week is probably not even going to be close to this. We're just going to try and get up to 5 videos. Monday is Pick'em Crew, and then either Tuesday or Thursday is Transactions. Weekly recap is Wednesday like normal. Power Rankings is Friday, and then Waiver Wire is Saturday or Sunday. Like I said, with the Transactions and Waiver Wire, where it varies, it's whenever we can record it or whenever we feel like getting it up. So yeah, that is what's upcoming, and I'm gonna go back over to this. So if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like down below, subscribe if you have not already. I'm gonna get out of here. I want to go get some sleep. And again, thank you guys for watching the video. It means a lot for your support, and we'll see you guys in the next video, whatever that may be. Transactions, maybe Pick'em Crew, I really don't know at this point. It's all up in the air. Anyway, guys, goodbye.